native and has returned to his hometown to deliver a commencement speech at his former high school.
That's right. Actor Melvin Jackson Jr., right? Not senior, joins us now to tell us more about that and how he is planning to make history with his comedy web series. Welcome to the program here today.
Thank you for coming in. So tell everybody, because you just kind of told us, behind the scenes, I recognized you, but how do we know you, if you will?
I was in the HBO show The Wire.
Yes.
Everybody Hates Chris, and the new edition BET story. The BET's new edition story playing Curtis Blow.
Well, we're happy that we got you on because we see, and we see, Big G on here all the time, Trey Cheney. So it's good to have you. Yeah, it's good to have you on as well. So now you're doing comedy.
Yes.
After doing all of these dramatic roles, I would say, now you're doing comedy. How's the switch been for you?
It's been amazing. I found a space definitely after starting doing stand up, and then I love comedy, and Eddie Murphy is a great guy to kind of follow suit behind. And so I always felt like the comedy was healing, and I think people need to laugh in the world that we're living today.
Amen. So the commencement speech that you're giving, Fairmont High School?
Yes.
Okay, and yeah, you're going back. So did they just reach out to you? How did this happen?
Well, what happens is I go back every year and I speak to the drama department.
Okay.
And so I've been very involved with the school. And so, last year they were trying to get me as a commencement speech, but they already kind of had somebody. So this year, we made it happen. And, it's a beautiful thing to go back and speak to a school that you graduated from and, to inspire the youth. So it's a real moment. And 19 years later, wow.
Wow. But look what you've done in 19 years.
I think that's what's key, because I think it's good to give back to your school. So when people say, okay, what can I do? He went to this high school, I went to this high school, I think that's just inspiring. You say there's just checking you have dreams, there's a chance you can.
There's a chance. Now when you give this speech, is it going to be funny? Is it going to be serious? I always feel like, we get asked to talk to kids all the time. And I'm like, man, I remember my graduation. And I remember looking at my brother, and he's like, 3 speakers down, 2 more to go. So, but you want to say something that's going to be relevant to these kids.
And that's the key, because for me, I felt like I don't remember who spoke at my graduation or what was said. So I said, for them, I don't want it to be that way. I want them to understand what I'm saying, but then to have something to take away. So I have them, saying things that are affirmations that they can live by, because I want it to be meaningful.
Right.
And I want them to celebrate this day. But remember, tomorrow's time to get to work. It's because life continues on, and you can't just sit around and do nothing. You have to have a plan of action.
Right.
I like it. Well, tell us a little bit about the Dream Big Tour.
The Dream Big Tour is about empowering the youth to dream big. Sometimes people will say, no, dream small, dream just enough that you can attain it. And it's like, that's not how I was raised.
Yeah.
My mom always told me you can do anything you put your mind to. Right. So had I not dream big, I wouldn't be in LA. I wouldn't be able to do the things that I've been able to do. So I tell kids, I said, never dream small, always dream big and outside the box, and be okay being different. Everybody's not meant to be the same. So it's definitely about uplifting the youth, empowering them, and also speaking on mental health issues. I lost my father to suicide 5 years ago, so it's important for me to bring that awareness about suicide prevention and mental illness.
There's still a stigma surrounding suicide.
Yes.
Whether it's someone that's older or younger. What is your efforts in getting rid of that stigma? What do you say to people? What's your message?
Have a support system, because we're all going to go through depression at some point, but it's about the people that you have surrounded you and how you handle those things. Some people go to church, some people have counseling. I feel like you have to have all of those things and make sure that you're constantly speaking with somebody about what you're going through, and not make fun of somebody that is going through something, but also see how can you help. How can you be a solution and not the problem?
Because I think so many people think they're alone and there's no one else they can talk to.
Or there's something wrong with them.
Right. A lot of celebrities deal with them. People think, just because they have money that they don't have problems. Everybody has problems. Right, exactly. The more money, the more problems.
Right. I was just saying, I got 99 problems.
Right.
And money is one of them. So I'm glad to see you to do that, because I feel like, with that show, 13 Reasons, and now there's this, second series coming out on that. It just blows my mind how young people feel. It blows my mind anyway, who feels that way. But these young kids, I remember being 12, 13, in high school. It's a time of my life.
Absolutely.
I I
But
loved
there's
it.
like more pressure now. People, I mean,
Yeah.
everyone are so worried about moving along and grades and
Right.
social
Yeah.
fitting in. Social, I mean, well, social media I think is also a negative because you know people are not very nice on it.
Right.
Let's be honest.
So it's nice to see you bringing that to the forefront and letting them know, hey, it's not a big deal. This is how, we can deal with it. We can
Right.
work through it.
Absolutely.
And keep on keeping on. And it's kind of like what you're doing with your web series
Yes.
now, because you're doing the comedy
Yes.
thing. How hard was that for you to get started?
I mean, really hard. I think that it's easier for me to write comedy than it is for drama. So it's
Okay.
just about things that happen. Like the web series is about, this Eddie Murphy role is mine, not yours. For many years, people were like, oh, you should go out for Eddie Murphy. You should be. There's all these comparisons to it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take you up on that. So this web series talks about me getting a chance to audition for the biopic of Eddie Murphy, and I'm saying like this role is mine. I'm taking people out. My friend decides to come up with a plan to where he has one of our childhood friends come in and help me take out my competition. So if you're in my way, sorry, you gotta go.
Isn't that funny though, how people were telling you that as a kid and now that's what you're doing?
Yes.
Because that's what I don't know about you, but I remember getting into high school, it's like, what are you going to do when you grow up? What are you going to do? And somebody said, well, you talk so much, maybe you should do broadcasting.
Right.
And it's like, okay.
There you go.
I can do that.
Yeah.
So if people want to catch more stuff, where can they check you out? Your website,
Yes.
social media, what's
Yeah.
the best way?
MelvinJacksonJr.com on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and also, like I said, I'm being considered for 2 Emmys right now for outstanding comedy and drama series as well as outstanding actor. So I can actually be nominated as an actor and producer for this project. And it's going to make history. So it's definitely a great thing, and I have a children's book out.
Wow, children's book too?
And me and my wife wrote Adventure to Jimmy the Fly is on Amazon as well as my website.
Okay, so
Dude,
let's
you were
talk about what do you not do? About that.
Yeah, yeah.
Dreaming big, right?
Oh my goodness, I know that's for
Beyond, man.
You
It's
sleep
super
it off.
awesome.
Right, a little bit.
Now, do you have any children of your own?
Yes, I have 3 boys,
Oh, wow.
20, 14, and 10. Yes.
You do not look old enough to have a 20-year-old. That's cool. Now, did they inspire you to write the book? I mean, were they inspiring you to do this?
Absolutely. You want your kids to have fun reading, and you want them to also be able to comprehend it. So at the end of the book, we have comprehension questions, and so it's important to remind kids that it is fun to read. You remember back in the days at Reading Rainbow, all these things that taught us how to read. It's like everything in social media. It's just instant, and we're like, what happens to us actually sitting down with kids and reading them stories? Now, how about it be a fun story?
Right. Steve?
Now, do your kids get to watch your comedy? Or does it get a little,
Some of it they watch, I try to keep it clean as much as possible, and then some things as an adult, I'm like, it's not for you.
Okay, so let me ask you that real quick. I know we got to wrap, but let me ask you this. Steph Curry, I think it was last week, his mama got on him because he used some
Yes,
foul
yes.
language.
He said, this is my house.
Right, and he's like, you're right. He's like, I got 2 young children
Absolutely.
that I need to think about and how I portray myself in front of them, plus other kids that look up to me. Is there a part of you that feels that way?
Absolutely, because I'm a Christian, African American man, and it's important for me to represent myself in the best manner. Understand that I'm still an actor, I'm still an entertainer,
Right.
but you still have to not be overboard with it, but just still be in the pocket to where it's just like people like, okay, he's human, but also make sure that I represent my family in the best
Your dad.
light. Absolutely.
Oh, Melvin, that's great. Thank you for coming
Thank you
on
for having me.
board. I cannot wait to see more of you.
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
super excited to see you and see all these great things.
Just hope y'all come back with the Emmy nomination and we win.
There you go, man. And you know what? Come back anytime.
Absolutely.
Anytime you're in town,
Thank you
okay?
for
Don't be
having
shy.
And you need help working on spelling questions. I saw you over there spelling, trying to spell. I was like, I'm glad I'm not up there.
I was like, spelling bee. The winner from last year's spelling bee. She came up with words that were this long, and I was like, can I call a friend?
We inside.